Meanwhile, Trump will cap the 4-day Republican National Convention in Milwaukee with his first public address since he survived an assassination attempt in Pennsylvania on Saturday, in which a bullet grazed his ear. Campaign staffers say the experience has prompted him to revise his acceptance speech to emphasize inclusiveness rather than attack on Biden's Democrats. Let's quickly go across to Nick Harper joining us live from Washington, D.C. Now, we are waiting to hear Donald Trump, that address post-assassination bid. This is not going to be his first appearance, but his first address. So what's the inside track, Nick? Nick, and when do we expect his address?
Well, we're still a little way off the address taking place. It's nearly midday here in the United States. That speech will happen at about 10 p.m. Eastern time, so about 10 hours from now. But huge speculation over these intervening hours about what will be in that speech. The fact that he says he completely rewrote it suggests that we may see a very different Donald Trump speech to the type of speeches that we normally see. Now, the original speech was all about attacking Joe Biden,
right,
ridiculing his administration and pointing out all of the faults and problems over the last 3.5 years. This new one, we're told by Donald Trump himself, is all about unity. He says that he saw this as an opportunity to bring the whole country, even the whole world, together. So it might be a different tone from the one that we're used to from Donald Trump.
And talking about the Biden camp, we'll have to just wait till he actually comes up and addresses the gathering. But mounting pressure on President Biden to step aside, but troubles compounding more after a COVID positive report. A quick one from the Biden camp. Are we expecting any big surprises or big breaking news coming in the next few days?
Well, we could do. I mean, we're not expecting to hear from the president in any public way during the course of today. The White House has already said that there will be no events, no press briefings, no opportunity to hear or see from the president. He's at his home in Delaware today, where he will remain for the next few days, I guess, mulling over the fact that there are so many now within his party, including top Democrats, who are telling him to step aside. Now, it's unknown when he may come out and make remarks. It's unclear if he will remain in the race, as he said throughout he will, or whether he will bow to all of that pressure. We'll have to wait and see. But undoubtedly, those mounting calls, in particular from some of the biggest names within the Democratic Party, the former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, when you have those type of people telling him that it's time to go, he would need to take those views very seriously, because they're saying that he is doing damage to the whole of the party and the possibility of senators, of congressmen getting re-elected in November by staying at the top of the ticket.
Right. We'll not really jump the gun till it's official. Thank you. But before I leave you, Nick, there's one more question. I mean, we would want to hear latest as far as the investigations are concerned. Now, Secret Service reportedly have agreed to testify in the Trump shooting case. And this is also coming amidst huge demands for the U.S. Secret Service boss to step down, pressure mounting on him to resign. Fill in with some more inputs, if at all, on the investigation front.
Yeah, Kim Cheetle, the director of the Secret Service, she has been called to testify on Monday before Congress. That's the House Oversight Committee that she'll be speaking before. A subpoena put out to compel her to turn up on Monday and to testify. The House Republicans really want to find out what happened. But that's just one of multiple investigations that are taking place. On Wednesday, the Homeland Security said that they would also be looking into this, trying to get to the bottom of what took place. But more videos emerging over the course of the last 24 hours that showed that the gunman was lurking around the scene for about an hour or so before the actual shooting. Those calls getting louder to really get to the bottom of it, but also for someone to take accountability.
Clearly putting the security agencies in huge scrutiny out there. Thank you very much, Nick Harper, for joining us live from Washington, D.C. Thank you. We're getting some news from neighboring